Louis Victor of Savoy was a northern Italian nobleman and the Prince of Carignano from 1741 till his death. He was the great-grandfather of King Charles Albert of Sardinia. His great-great-grandson Victor Emmanuel II of Italy became King of Italy. Biography. Louis Victor was born at the Hôtel de Soissons in Paris to the Prince Victor Amadeus of Savoy and his wife Maria Vittoria of Savoy. His father was a grandson of Thomas Francis, Prince of Carignano, and thus a descendant of Charles Emmanuel I, Duke of Savoy, and Infanta Catherine Marshal of Spain. He was doubly descended from the latter pair, due his mother being an illegitimate daughter of Victor Amadeus II of Sardinia and his mistress Jean-Baptiste Albert de Luynes. One of 5 children, he was the second son of his parents. His older brother Joseph Victor Amadeus died in 1716, aged 5 months. Louis Victor was thus the heir to the so-called House of Savoy-Carignano from birth. His older sister Anne-Thérèse married the Frenchman Charles de Rohan and was Princess of Soubise by marriage. Anne-Thérèse was the mother of Madame de Guienne, governess to the children of Marie Antoinette and Louis XVI. Louis Victor grew up in Paris. His father was an inveterate gambler, heavily in debt, and sued by his sisters whose dowries he had gambled away. He fled to France, where he lived such a luxurious life that his son was forced to sell the great fortune he owned in that country. He later moved to Piedmont, between Turin and Racconigi, where his father would establish relations with the greatest European families, such as the Bourbon, the Rhone and the Lorraine-Armagnac in France, the Lokovich in Bohemia, and the Colonna and Doria Pamphili in Italy. Many of his daughters would later marry into these families. On the 4th of May 1740, Louis Victor married the Landgravine Christine of Hesse-Rotenburg. She was a princess of Hessen-Rheinfels-Rotenburg and was the sister of the then king's deceased wife Polyxena Christina of Hesse-Rotenburg. The couple would have many children, 8 in total. Their most famous child was Princess Maria Theresa Louisa of Savoy, better known as the Princessa de Lamballe and best friend of Marie Antoinette. Maria Theresa married in 1767 to the Louis Alexandre, Prince of Lamballe, heir to one of the largest fortunes of the era and great-grandson of Louis XIV and Madame de Montespan. Widowed the next year, Louis Victor's daughter was given a large fortune, making her an extremely wealthy woman in her own right. In 1741, he lost his father and thus became the Prince of Carignano. The fief of Carignano had belonged to the Savoys since 1418, and the fact that it was part of Piedmont, only 20 km south of Turin, meant that it could be a princedom for Thomas in name only, being endowed neither with independence nor revenues of substance. Louis Victor lost his wife in September 1778. Louis Victor would follow on the 16th of December 1778, dying at the Palazzo Carignano, the Turin residence of the Savoy-Carignano family. Since 1835 his wife's grave has been in Turin's Basilica of Superga, as is that of Louis Victor. His present descendants include the pretending cousins Vittorio Emmanuel, Prince of Naples, and Amadeo, 5th Duke of Aosta. There is also Prince Lorenz of Belgium, Archduke of Austria-Est. Issue: Princess Charlotte Maria Louisa of Savoy died unmarried, was a nun. Victor Amadeus II, Prince of Carignano, married Princess Josephine of Lorraine and had issue. Princess Leopoldina Maria of Savoy married Prince Andrea IV Doria Pamphili-Landi, 8th Prince of Melfi, and had issue. Princess Polyxena Theresa of Savoy died unmarried. Princess Gabrielle of Savoy married Ferdinand Philip Joseph, Prince of Lokovich, and had issue. Current House of Lokovich descend from her. Princess Maria Theresa Louisa of Savoy married Louis Alexandre Joseph de Bourbon, Prince de Lamballe Navarra, murdered in the French Revolution. Prince Tommaso of Savoy. Prince Eugenio of Savoy married Elizabeth Anne Magan Boisgarin and had issue. Princess Caterina Maria Luisa Francesca of Savoy married Don Filippo Giuseppe Francesco Glonna, 9th Prince of Pagliano, descendant of Marie Mancini, had issue from which the present princes of Pagliano descend. Ancestry.